Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. The forthcoming election, or the forthcoming governorship election in Edo State, would have been a walkover for Labour Party, because the other side, the People's Democratic Party and the All Progressive Congress, there is nothing to recommend them for that election. This is because if you look at the People's Democratic Party, Governor Obaseke's abysmal performance and his determination to foist his stooge on the state is enough for people to know that there is no future in People's Democratic Party, because the Irade law that Obaseki went to put there means that you are having a return of the Godfather. And Edo, as we know them to be, have resisted Godfatherism a lot. They resisted it under Adams Oshomole. They resisted it under the leadership of the PDP when Chief Anene was the godfather of not just Edo State, but a major godfather that is respected across Nigeria as a fixer in the People's Democratic Party. I'm talking about the late Anene. Now, PDP has been tested severally, and they have failed the state. And Obaseki, trying to foist his stooge as his successor, is a red flag that no reasonable Edo person wants to see that happen. And the other alternative, the All Progressive Congress, is also having the same challenge, because anybody who goes for the candidate of the APC in the election is also wishing and hoping for the return of Godfatherism under Adams Oshomole. So, given the fact that the APC and the PDP are not the options, it would have been easy for Labour Party to coast to victory in Edo State, because the Labour Party candidate, Akpata, is the only candidate without a godfather. He is the only candidate that will be free to perform for Edo people without being hindered by so many people who claim to have put him there. If Akpata wins, it is Edo people that won, and not that it was one godfather that made him to win. Right now, if PDP is to win, everything will be attributed to Obaseki. If APC wins, everything will be attributed to the godfather, Adams Oshomole. The Labour Party candidate is therefore the only candidate that can work for Edo people without any encumbrance from anywhere. He will operate as freely as the governor of Abuja State, Dr. Lexoti, who has no godfather, and the people are his godfathers. These are the kind of thing that Edo people should wish. However, the only reason why this election is an issue is because the Labour Party made a mistake of not choosing its governorship candidate from Edo Central. That would have settled this matter a long time ago, and they wouldn't have even to doubt the capacity of Labour Party to take over the Edo State. It is that singular action of the Labour Party stakeholders in not selecting their governorship candidate from Edo Central. But that being said, given the scenario on the ground, there is still a developing pathway for Labour Party's Akpata to win the election and be the next occupant of Osadebe House in Edo State, in Benin City, Edo State. There is still a pathway for it to be able to, for Labour Party to win, because the other two options are not alternatives if they don't want to make a headway in development that is geared towards developing the people and the state, and not enriching some godfathers and their godsons. Now, an interesting development is happening in Edo, and that development is that the way it stands, the People's Democratic Party are going to be cancelled out of the election. So what we are having may have before the election will be a two-horse race between Labour Party and the All Progressive Congress, because there is something brewing that is going to damage PDP irreparably if they go ahead to participate in the election. And the problem is that the Supreme Court is not going to be able to give them the clearance they are looking for before the election. So they are likely, PDP is going to participate in the election, but their vote, any vote for the PDP, will be a wasted vote. And that is too bad. But let us go to the reason why that is so. Because with the PDP out of the way, this is a two-horse race between Labour Party and APC. And you know there's nothing to recommend the APC for. Now let us look at a recent development in Edo State politics. Now, Justice Enyang Ekwo of the Federal High Court in Abuja has nullified the People's Democratic Party governorship primary election in Edo State, which produced Asue Eyadelo as his candidate. Now, the election held on February 22, 2024 was voided because 378 delegates who were supposed to vote were unlawfully excluded by the People's Democratic Party. The judge ruled that the primary election violated both the Electoral Act 2022 and the People's Democratic Party guidelines, and the plaintiffs, led by Kelvin Mohammed, successfully established their case against the defendants. The court found that the People's Democratic Party's conduct during the primary was flawed, as the returning officers allegedly fabricated the polls outcome. Justice Ekwo stated that the exclusion of the 381 delegates, including the plaintiffs, was illegal. Now, INEC also agreed with the decision of the court. The judge therefore concluded that the plaintiffs had established their case, leading to the nullification of the primary election. So the primary election that produced the Hadelo has been nullified. Now, PDP has a chance to go to Court of Appeal, but from Court of Appeal to the Supreme Court, this matter will not be settled before the election. So anybody putting his vote for PDP is literally wasting his vote. It's literally wasting his vote, because after the election, if PDP for whatever reason wins the election, that election will be nullified, because what you are seeing is a re-echo of what happened in Zamfara in the past and Rivers State. The PDP and their governor, their incumbent governor, they have shot themselves in the foot, because they want to participate in this election, but participating in the election is very risky. INEC may declare them winner the way they do election in this country, but their victory will be a Pyrrhic victory. It will not stand, because the Supreme Court will eventually sack them, because all those shenanigans they did by excluding some people, doing the kind of things they did, the court has seen it. The appeal court will see it. The Supreme Court will also see it. And the result will be that any vote for PDP is a waste of vote. So what do you do if you are from Edo State? Between the APC and Labour Party, what is the best option for you? The best option for you is Akpata of the Labour Party. Despite the circumstances of his emergence, despite the fact that he's not from Edo Central. Maybe after Akpata, the governorship election should go to Edo Central. We know that it's not supposed to be the ideal. The candidate of Labour Party ought to have come from the Edo Central, but it's not so. Things are not always the way they should, especially in Nigeria. We know how the presidential ticket of both the PDP and APC, and in fact all the major parties, ought to have come from the southeast, that has never produced a president since 1999. But that was not what was done. You can see how APC chose its presidential candidate to come from the southwest that has produced President Obasanjo for 8 years. Yemi Osibanjo as vice president for 8 years. That was where they still gave the ticket to southwest. Look at, after 8 years of Muhammad Buhari as president, PDP still went ahead to give their presidential ticket to Atiku Abubakar from the north, to show you that sometimes things are not the way they say it in local balance, things don't balance the way we expected it. So since what you have now in Edo State is Akpata as the best option in Edo State, because any other vote that any Edo person put for in this election is either going to be a wasted vote in People's Democratic Party, a People's Democratic Party in which the outgoing governor Obaseki want to enforce Godfatherism back again in Edo State. Godfatherism was defeated a long time ago by Adams Oshiomhole. And Adams Oshiomhole, when he supplanted himself as a godfather, Edo people reminded him that Edo no be Lagos. So Edo people cannot go back to their vomit of rejection of Godfatherism by going for Obaseki's candidate, who already, as I have explained to you, any vote for Obaseki's candidate is literally like a wasting of vote. So it's not just that Godfatherism is one of the reasons why Ogadelo should not be voted for and PDP should not be voted for. It is also because a vote for them is likely going to be a wasted vote at the end of the day. So why waste the vote? Now the APC is also in the same part. A vote for the APC candidate is a vote for godfatherism, the return of Oshomole as a godfather. That is not what any reasonable Edo person should expect or will wish for the state, the return of Oshomole as a godfather. In any case, the All Progressive Congress represents all that is wrong with Nigerian politics, because the hardship in this country right now is caused by the All Progressive Congress led by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. These people have weaponized poverty. Poverty has reached exponential level. Nigeria is the poverty capital of the world. People cannot afford to feed in Nigeria of today. People are dying of hunger and starvation. Insecurity has enveloped the country. So therefore, there is no basis, no reason any candidate of APC deserve to win any election in Nigeria, including the governorship election in Edo State. Because if you say that APC is good for Edo State, you are saying that APC is good for Nigeria. If you say that APC is good for Edo State, you are saying that the suffering that APC has put this country is okay. So, as far as I can see it, both the APC and the PDP are not the option. The pathway for Akpata has been created. He may not be from Edo Central, but he is in a position to save Edo State from the calamity that PDP and APC would be if any of them were to emerge as governor of the state. All the things that are bad that Edo people rejected are all embedded in APC and PDP. Labour Party's Akpata is the only pathway for Edo to breathe again and to have a government that will work for the people without being under any pressure by any godfather to do otherwise. So, if Edo people want a clear leadership that will work for the people, I don't think they need to look any further than the Labour Party's Akpata. And already PDP is so apparent, it's out of the question, and APC should not be allowed to, should not be rewarded for their incompetence and hardship they have put on this country. They need to pay a price, because voting for APC means you are rewarding Tinubu that he is doing well, and Tinubu would interpret it as an endorsement of his presidency, which has been a failure in terms of delivering to the people dividends of democracy. That's my take on Edo governorship election and my assessment of the pathway for Labour Party's Akpata to emerge the next governor of Edo State. But at the end of the day, the ball is on the court of Edo people to decide whether they want the return of the godfathers through APC or through PDP. Or in the case of PDP again, they want to put their vote in a candidate whose future is not guaranteed. Thank you for watching this video thus far. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.